Yo, what's going on, world? What's up, peoples? The Bahamians and Americans and the Europeans and the Africans and everybody who are all alike. Come to you today. We're gonna talk today about road rules. Let me tell you why I can talk to you today about road rules. Because I love to drive. I love cars. You know, that's what this page about. We're going to get with some cars today, though. We're going to deal with some stuff. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, in the Bahamas, over here, people is drive, like, on a whole nother level, son. Like being mints, you got to do better on the road still. And then they open up the road. People ain't know how to drive on the road already, let alone talk about open up the road. Point, tip one, keep left. So this go with logic. It all go with logic and like ideology, like where you get the idea or the thought from. Logic, ideology, and facts. Three major things to pay attention to. That's a factor, right? The fact is you keep left, right? The idea of keeping left is, you know, it derived from wherever it derived from, you know, but let's just use the idea of America keeping right. So if we keep left and in America they keep right, then that's the idea of it. The logic of it is, whatever you do in the Bahamas, you keep left. You dig me? So, for example, they open up the road. But before they open up the road, we had like 2-lane highway. Like, you know, just two little small highways, right? 2, 3 of them. They open up the road. Now, it's just like a major state road or running into 1 or 2 little highways or whatever. Now that everything is mostly 2-lane. Here's the thing. If you keep in left in the Bahamas, just like the idea of keeping right and the logic of keeping right, anything you do, then if you want a two-way, if you want a lane, there's 2 lanes heading north or south, and you in the south and there's 2 lanes heading south, the slower traffic must keep left. You see what I'm saying? The slower traffic must keep left. The idea of slower traffic keeping left comes from America, there again, because there's signs, but we don't have the signs. We have the idea of these things, but we don't have the proper signs or the proper maintenance or the proper training or the proper thought for some people who just gas and brakes. You know what I mean? And the logic of it is only common sense if you keep left. Not because they give you 2, 3 lanes, meaning everybody must do 30 in all of the lanes and be like they on a parade or a float slowing up the whole traffic. It don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? It's logic. You know, because if this car is doing 30 and you doing 35 and you got, you know, 30 is like the speed limit, and then you got like 45 miles an hour certain spots, right, heading to the airport and stuff on the highway. So if everybody doing 30 and you doing 30 here and it's like this, you holding up traffic. So now you force the person who want to go somewhere, they might not be doing excessive speed but just doing a little more speed than you, then they able to go around. You see what I'm saying? But in the Bahamian mind, it's like they driving without a train of thought. They ain't know where they going. Or if they know where they going, they holding up traffic. If you on the 2-lane highway, just slide where you got to go like 300 to 500 feet before you reach the roundabout or before you get to the light. Don't drive the entire highway doing 20, eating on your phone or doing some crap, not paying attention to the road. This is road rules. You got people going where they going, knowing where they going with speed. You got to pay attention and drive for yourself and other people. You know what I mean? You got to see where you going and far. And the logic in that is only common sense, because in the idea coming from America, again, the logic of it is that when you go America and it's 4 to 5 lanes and it says slower traffic, keep right, you don't see cars just parading on the highway, everybody doing 55 or 60 or whatever the speed limit is. That's why the police pull people over when they drive too slow in America or they drive too fast. So it's logic when it comes to keeping left and driving on the highway. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to bore y'all, but this is part of me. Because when I go on the road, people be driving, doing any and everything in any lane. And there's already too many cars for the small little island. You know what I mean? So, and then when you get to these roundabouts, you know, everything is stay in your lane. Keep left and stay in your lane. Maintain your lane. You could actually get a ticket for failure to maintain lane. We don't really get tickets for these things. We don't get tickets for speeding unless the cop is very upset and you swoosh past him or he see you at a very excessive rate of speed. You know, certain tickets we don't really get tickets for that should slow people down or show people the correct way of driving, right? So when you get to these roundabouts, if it's 2 lanes and a roundabout is a circle with 2 lanes, so the inner circle, which is near the roundabout in the brick, you can go around as many times like a merry-go-round, right? And choose your exit. But you have to be mindful of the person that's on the outer lane, but you know, they're only allowed to go 2 exits. So if I come to a roundabout and it's a 4-way and it's a circle in the middle and I'm on the outer lane, I can only go left or straight while maintaining my lane. Like I said, the inner circle, he can go straight, he can go to the right, he can circle back around and go head back the way he came, or he can actually keep the circle going and go left. All of this being a merry-go-round. So the person on the outer lane has to pay attention to their left turn or straight, no further, period. You know, some folks tend to take the outer lane and try to go 3 exits. Skip the left, skip the straight, and go right. You can't do that on the outer lane. That's a no-no. That's an accident. So you have to pay attention to that. And not only that, you got some people, they drive Matchbox cars, Nissan Passo, Cubes, March, all them other little small little Japanese funny cars and stuff. You know, a lot of people have a tendency of doing it, you know, but you got to be mindful. Once again, maintain your lane on these roundabouts, because if when you get to the roundabout, there's no way for you to be going left or for you to be going straight. And the person in the inner lane got to be slamming brakes because you all up on their lane like that. You know what I'm saying? I drive big cars, so when I sit up underneath a person in the inner lane and they do it to me, I gotta lean on them and blow my horn, because I'm not about to rub my rims or rub my car tire up on the curb for them to dodge them. And you know, because of what they doing, knowing drivers, they swerve hard. But to avoid that, you just maintain your lane, period. You know what I mean? Roundabouts. That's what it is. A lot of America don't really have roundabouts. So they have roundabouts in the south, like I think Savannah, Georgia, and Myrtle Beach, and Hilton Head, and Carolina, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then, now that I talk about the roundabouts, guess what? People, please stop treating a stop sign like a roundabout and treating a roundabout like a stop sign. A roundabout gives you a giveaway status, right? Meaning you give way to the car that's coming. So think about it. If you already going, what y'all do to the stop sign, or what most people do to the stop sign, is a rolling stop, which it ain't a stop at all. It's just you keep moving. Look, you see the car coming and you pull out in the front of the car that's coming. That's another story. But what you're supposed to do is stop. And once you see the car coming, you actually realize if that car letting you out or not stopping, because if with them not stopping don't make them mean, you just came to a stop sign. You have to stop. So if I come to a stop sign, usually, you know, me riding on 30-inch rims, I grew patient. I pull up to a stop sign. I'm not going to pull my big ass rims out in the front of these small cars doing speed or people doing speed. So I learned patience. When people stop and let you out, or you have the opportunity in the gap to get out. But people don't measure properly. People don't understand it. You know what I mean? People will pull out in the front of you, and the law is you actually have to have enough room to pull out in the front of somebody. So if somebody pull out in the front of you and you ain't got enough room and you run up in the back of them, you actually in the right, because this is not toy cars. You can't, when you pull out, when you come to a stop sign and you see a car coming and you keep going like that as if it's a roundabout, and the car have to slam brakes, the car is not going to stop. It takes time. There's stopping distance within these cars. Whenever you buy a car come with specs. The specs on the car is based on the brakes, the stopping distance, the crash ratings, all of that stuff. So you got to be mindful, and a lot of people are mindful. A lot of people in the Bahamas, to be honest, they just driving cars because somebody could order it for them, and they got a job and they got money and they ain't even got no license, and it's crazy and it's real. And you got people like me who been at my license and always had insurance, and I got to be on the road driving for me and them. And when I driving for them, they mad at you because you understand the road rules and the stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's signs on the road what they ain't been painted from the early 90s. And luckily I got a vivid memory, so I could kind of remember like where the stop sign was on the road, how it used to be, how it is a turning lane, but the lines ain't there no more. Some folks just don't know how to drive. It's just crazy over here. But you know, always remember to keep left. You got to remember to keep left in the Bahamas. When you overtake somebody, that means you going around them because you going at a faster rate of speed than them. Not really excessive speed, but a faster rate than them to get where you going. And that's practically legal. It's not illegal to overtake or to pass another vehicle. So if they give you 2 or 3 lanes to go in, that obviously means that the second lane is there for traffic to flow, for people to go, you know, where they need to go and get around the people that's driving at a slower rate of speed. Then we don't have emissions test where you test your car to make sure your car is roadworthy to do 30 to 60 miles an hour constantly on a daily basis without breaking down. You got people be on the road, but I ain't gonna lie, I be doing it sometime in my 97, but you know, it is what it is. It's the island, it's a third world country, you know. We got a government that got millions and billions of dollars borrowed and put us in debt, but the road is still in shitty conditions, you know what I mean? There ain't no roads on the island, it's still dirt roads, and it's like we've been in an independent place from 73, so they said, you know. But you know, it is what it is. We make the best of it. You know, I definitely make the best of my life and do what I got to do, and I ain't worrying about that. I just drive on the smooth roads that they provide me with, and it's good enough for me. But other than that, they just an entity, as a government, and as a whole, they just need to do better toward the people still. So, you know, and then they bring this keep left, turn and left, turn on the left. Y'all got to know, turn on the left. You know, and that's crazy. It all goes back to what I started off with. Some people don't understand the keep left concept, but they keep bringing out these new rules. Like they open up the road and they put these lights here, and the lights have sensors on it. People don't know, pull up to the sensor in order for the light to change in some neighborhoods. And some lights, other than that, some lights are on timers, you know. So, you know, remember you could turn left on a red only if you have enough space and time. People, please stop pulling out in front of a car you see doing 40 miles an hour and you go in 0 to 10 in like 80 seconds. You take like 10 minutes to go to 30 miles an hour, but you already met a car doing 30 or 40. You can't pull out in front of people like that and then get upset at them because they blowing their horn because you about to cause an accident. And if you believe because you pull out and they run up behind you, they in the wrong because they hit you from the back, but you in the wrong because you pull out in front of them and they didn't have enough room to stop. And if y'all keep doing it, I swear y'all do it to me, I gonna run up in the back of you. I usually have these problems. I gonna run up in the back of you and we gonna figure it out. Because I was already going with a rate of speed. You know, that is not excessively, but at the speed limit. And regardless of what you did, you came out and the corner is right there. So if you don't have 100 feet between me and you pull out this corner, it's gonna be a problem. And that's the law. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful to keep left. Ain't nothing petty about it. Be patient. Stop at a stop sign. Use the roundabout as give way. Don't go to the roundabout and stop at the roundabout when you see a car just getting off of the exit. You know what I'm saying? If you see a car just getting off of the exit, just how you like to pull out in the front of people, you have enough time to pull out. That's why it's called a give way. But a stop sign is a stop. You could sit there for 5 minutes and nobody could let you out. I bet you when you go in America and you go to them stop signs by a state road where they doing like 55 on the state road, you ain't gonna pull out on the state road traffic doing 30 when you see a big 18 wheeler doing 60 and 2 cars coming doing 80. You ain't gonna pull out in the front of them and do 20. You're not gonna do it. So don't be in your own city doing these ignorant things because you lack the knowledge. But when you go America, something just clicks your brain that you shouldn't do it. It's road rules. It's international road rules, standard. You know what I mean? When you go anywhere in the world, they have major cities, and then major cities have road rules. Yeah, you go into some places where shit, there ain't no rules. Just like when you go on the island over here, some places the road ain't got no road. So anything you do, you could, you know, you actually could see the facts. You got to know them. Take time out to learn them. Then you got ideology, where they got the idea from. And then there's logic, the way it works, why it works. Simplicity. Everything is simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that for a reason, you know. So be mindful of these things. I used to do idiotic things driving in the street, but you know, those days are over, been over, and too grown fit. And people just need to stop buying these cars and licensing them up and don't have a license and don't understand how to drive. Pull out in the front of people and be angry at people when they try to show you right. But you know, insurance covers it. When you come out in the front of me, you better have your Allstate, you gotta have your Geico, all of that. We ain't even got that stuff over here. So get your State Farm ready. Dum. You know what I mean?